Let me go ahead and turn on this light real quick because it looks very dark. But that was a little too bright, but it's fine. Oh, my name's Fox Ryan. Again, I'm Fox, and welcome to another Adventure Time review. This time, Lady Rainicorn and the Crystal Dimension. Where I'll say I don't like TV. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't like Jake and Rainicorn's son TV. And also, I'm not really sure if I kind of... Well, this is a more Lady Rainicorn-based episode. But I feel like one thing that I kind of don't like about it is when she talks, we now have subtitles. Which I don't like that. Because that kind of seems like it takes away a lot of... Because one cool thing about Lady Rainicorn is she talks in Korean and we have no idea what the fudge she's saying, and that's kind of like one of the like running jokes of it, which I kind of like. But in this one, basically, first it starts off with Lady Rainicorn coming in to TV and telling him, oh, well, first he asks, he's like, Mom, I want money, and Lady Rainicorn's like, go get a job, and then Lady Rainicorn goes to go talk with Bubblegum, or goes to eat with Bubblegum, and TV goes around trying to find something he can sell to make money, where he finds a secret compartment in like the kitchen drawer, finds a box that has a crystal sandwich in it, because, you know, crystal apples, crystal sandwiches, crystal things are apparently the thing in the crystal dimension. Crystal foods, I mean. So, TV takes it, eats the sandwich, and takes the box to go sell it, leaves a note or something on like a computer saying, oh, here, oh, Mom, I'm going to send this weird box. And he goes into town to start selling it. And while he's there, there's some other Rainicorn riding on a motorcycle, which I thought Rainicorns can fly, but riding on a hover bike. He finds TV and says, hey, kid, you want to come to the Crystal Dimension with me? Because, you know, I guess they never taught TV, don't go with stranger. TV's like, sure! Jumps on the bike and goes, I got a new best friend. And then the other Rainicorn's name's Lee, so it goes, name Lee, but he says it in like Korean. And he goes through the dimension or whatever. He goes through like some kind of portal or whatever. Rainicorn finally finds out, races after him, goes to the Crystal Dimension. Then she has a flashback of her past with this guy, where this Rainicorn apparently was a quote-unquote rebel, and like he rebelled against dogs, because, you know, dogs and Rainicorns apparently don't like each other. Their fight, he's like blowing stuff up. He's basically a terrorist. He's a terrorist. He's throwing like bombs in like garbages. He's blowing up like a train station, like literally blowing it up, but it's like sprayed with rainbows and stuff like that. He's pouring rainbows on top of people, which is like, I guess, paint, kind of like that. It's like, I'm like, this guy's a terrorist. Like, that's basically what he is. He's a terrorist. But like Rainicorn has like a thing on, like flowers on her head. She's like going along with all this when she was younger. And then, what was it? At one point, then this guy's basically in the back of a coffee shop is mapping out a plan to break into the government of the dogs. I guess the dogs are ruling the Crystal Dimension at this point, to take over it. He's going to go in there to steal this sandwich. It's called the Great Emergence or whatever. And Lady Rainicorn goes with him after she finds out, but only so then she steals it and runs away to the barn where she lives now. And in this barn, this is where she lives, and basically that's the reason why she left the Crystal Dimension. It was because this guy wants to come get him, and also because they kind of stole these things from the government. But and also, like, the parents make another, like, return, like, in the flashback, and then, like, after this one guy says, oh, we don't need food and grocery, that's a dog concept. This will keep us fed for, this can keep us city fed for weeks, and he points to a picture of an owl or something, and then, like, the mom and dad who still have, like, those voice modulators go, that boy's an idiot. What does that girl see in that idiot? Then we cut back to the future or present, and Lady Rainicorn tracks down a friend of Lee's who owns this coffee shop, and she basically messes up his coffee till he tells her where Lee is. She finds Lee, and he's like, and he gets like the sandwich out of TV after strapping him to like a wheel and spinning around fast enough so he vomits. Also, like this wheel had like a perfect shape of TV, and like it was there when he got there to the apartment. So I'm not sure, like, what did they plan? Was it like destiny or something that TV was supposed to swallow the sandwich so he could throw it up again? I don't know. But then Rainicorn comes there. Rainicorn says, "I thought you didn't like dogs." He has dogs helping him. He's like, "No, but Rainicorn said the ruling class now, man." Really, he says also in Korean, but ruling class now, man. I'm getting to them now, man. And so he takes the sandwich and licks it, and like then he gets sucked into the sandwich. Also, the dogs that came to attack Lady Rainicorn, which are part of like his gang, Lady Rainicorn took a newspaper and just batted them on the nose, and they ran away. And then this sandwich is about to suck in TV and Rainicorn, but TV grabs like the box that had the sandwich in before, closes it, goes, and gives it back to Lady Rainicorn. And TV says, then Lady Rainicorn's about to leave and tells TV to get on, and TV says, "No, Mom, I'm going to stay here to learn how to be independent like you." And TV's like, and Lady Rainicorn's like, "Okay, well, bye, kid. I love you." And then she drives off. TV's like, "It's great to be independent." And he's at his grandparents' house, and he says, "You guys got anything to eat?" So basically, he just moved to his grandparents' house. And then, like, what was it? And then that's kind of like the end of the episode. Which one? I don't like him because he's a mooch, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be wanting to do anything, but, well. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people could probably say the same thing, similar things about me earlier on, but the episode is fun. The episode is kind of cool, but I think this episode probably would have been a lot better if there were no subtitles for the characters. If the only real dialogue would have came out, the real English dialogue that only came out was what was it? The only real dialogue that comes out would have been from TV and the parents. I think it would have been a lot better because it would have been a little more imaginative. They could have been a little more imaginative on how to tell the story. Like, it is an entire story that we have no idea what they're saying, except for like what TV says. Like, TV says, "What?" Like TV goes, "Mom, I want money." Korean talking from Lady Rainicorn. He goes, "What? I don't want a job," or something like that. That way it's like, okay, we don't know exactly what she said, but we kind of know, okay, she's telling him to go get a job. Great. And, or like when Lee starts talking to TV, he's like, "Oh, you want to take me to Crystal Dimension? Sure, why not? I got a new best friend, and his name is Lee." And that would have been kind of cool. Kind of seeing that kind of continue onward with like we have no idea what they're saying and stuff like that. And you can see like through the actions of Lee's past, through the flashbacks of him blowing stuff up, we know he's not a good person. Or also like the other Rainicorn that could talk English, the friend of Lee. But yeah, something like that. But instead we have like subtitles, and that kind of sucks because that's like because a lot of the show is like, okay, well, if you don't understand Korean, you're not gonna understand her. So it's just like okay, that's kind of how language works. But no, they have subtitles and everything. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. It kind of takes away. They could have been a lot more imaginative with that, of how like it worked out with that way. The Crystal Dimension is a new area which we haven't really explored much of. It kind of has like a town and everything too. It's kind of like how like the Candy Kingdom has like their own town and stuff like we didn't see before. It's kind of like that. And sadly, I didn't see that many crystal people, other than like there's some dogs running around. Not that many rainicorns. And there's not that many rainicorns, and we don't see that like any of the crystal people like from like when Tree Trunks became a crystal person. So that kind of sucks. But I don't know. It was, I don't know, but hopefully they expand on that more too, kind of like how they did with the Candy Kingdom with like the towns and stuff. And what was the other one? Oh, how Lee stands, because you know, like Lady Rainicorn and his parents, or whatever, they all stand like mostly like super long, like you see their spine all the way going back. Lee, here I'll use this. Lee, instead of it being like Lady Rainicorn where it's long like that, Lee is long, but then he's bent over like this, like whoop. He's like bent over like this, and I don't know about like that. I don't know about you or anyone else who watches this, but I looked at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, my spine is just hurting thinking about how his body bends. And mind you, I've seen a lot of Top the Fourth Wall, and he brings up a lot of times where you see women with bendable spines, and honestly, half those spine bends that those women do in those comics, I could actually probably do. But that spining where it's just like bent over or something, I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like it hurts. But I'm just like, oh, that was kind of like annoying, like, ugh, that kind of hurts. But it was also kind of funny. But yeah, this episode was all right. I guess it's supposed to be just a setup for this sandwich, this crystal sandwich that TV just straight up eats. He's like, oh look, a secret compartment that has a sandwich that looks like it's in an old box. I'ma eat this magic crystal sandwich. Okay, time to go sell the box. I'm just like, 1, that's not yours. 2, put that back. 3, you're probably gonna die. 4, what the fudge? I really don't like TV. TV is the Ronaldo from Steven Universe of Adventure Time. These two characters would get together and probably work out so well together. TV would probably be like, whatever, and just go around with Ronaldo. Honestly, if they really wanted to do an awesome crossover of like the Crystal Gems and Steven Universe, because you know they've done Aunt, Uncle, Grandpa, why the fudge not can they not do Steven Universe and Adventure Time? If you say, oh, there's a time lapse, we have time travel in Steven Universe. We can have somehow they get sent to the somehow Steven and the Crystal Gems get sent to the future, or actually no, we don't even need that. Adventure Time has alternate universe. Well, they have a link to the alternate universes. They've already stated there's a fly in here. They've already stated that there's alternate universe with infinite possibilities and everything. We can have Finn and Jake accidentally go into another dimension, which one will expand upon that there's alternate dimensions, and also have to where Adventure Time, Finn and Jake can meet the Crystal Gems and maybe, I don't know, battle evil Crystal Lich or something. I don't freaking know. It doesn't have to be canon, and if it is canon, fudge yes, because you can have a giant alternate. They could honestly have with Adventure Time, with the multiverse, they can have that the Lich with his hand that fell into all those alternate dimensions. That hand can infect one person or something in each dimension, and at the end of like Adventure Time or at the end of like this episode of series or whatever, they can have like the Lich infected all these dimensions and Finn went to all these dimensions and got all of these heroes from all these alternate dimensions. Mind you, I had a similar story to plan about that earlier, but before this, but you could have all that, and then they could have a giant battle of like them versing a giant Lich or whatever, of like all these multiple dimensions, and they can have Finn, Jake, they can have the Steven Universe crew, they can have the Powerpuff Girls, they can have Dexter's Laboratory, they can have all of the Cartoon Network characters all together and have them all fight against the Lich. Even if it's just a ginormous fan service episode, oh my lord, how awesome would that freaking be? To see all of Cartoon Network, all of their heroes, everything. Maybe it's just because I've seen the Powerpuff Girls Doshinji too many times, and I just read that bit, and Grim Tales from down below. But oh my lord, how epic would that be? Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. How epic would that be if all of them, all of Cartoon Network, got together and did one ginormous crossover and had them all just come in and fight like the Lich? or something like that, or a giant amalgamation of the Lich, but also fused with like the other bad guys from alternate realities. And then like the end where this Lich gets destroyed, you have the alternate reality, you have the other bad guys come back. But I just think that would be awesome. That would be epic. Oh my lord, how cool that would be to see all of them just coming in, all of Cartoon Network. Every one of them doing a giant crossover. If you want to do a crossover, do that. That would be amazing. Chowder, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Well, Ed and Eddy, who the fudge knows? I think it'd be funny. If you want to do Ben 10, fudge yes, Ben 10. Bring in Vilgax as one of the bad guys. Bring in Ben 10. Oh my lord, that'd be epic. That would be amazing. And I totally went off topic. What the fudge brought me to this? What the fudge brought me to a giant crossover? I can't remember. Oh, right. TV and Ronaldo. Yeah, that. TV and Ronaldo meeting somehow went to the entire CN universe meeting. Oh my lord. But anyways, I'm an idiot. But I would love that would be a ginormous fan service for everyone who's seen Cartoon Network since the beginning. But my lord, how amazing that would be. Screw Teen Titans Go. I'm sorry. Screw Teen Titans Go. But how? No. Bring in Teen Titans. Bring in Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans Go. No. The first one. Bring them too. Oh, that would be so amazing. Young Justice. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool and still keep them with like their own like animated like kind of styles. That way they clash kind of with each other. That way it looks so like what the fudge? I don't know. I just think it'd be funny. I think it'd be epic. That'd be an awesome fan service episode. Whether that just be heck, that itself could be just its own event or something like that. They've done a game like that. Let's have something like that. They're all in the same universe. That'd be epic. But anyways, I doubt this would ever get to anyone up in Cartoon Network, but I think that'd be epic. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to check my videos that I've done, please click the link in the description below. Please check out all my videos. Also, having multiverse means that they can have all the different continuities, but still also have the world they're all connected. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to check my videos that I've done, please click the link in the description below. Please check out all my other videos, and we will see you later.